It's me. Hey guys, it's been a while. I saw a great movie this week. Directed by James Mangold, who did Walk the Line and Logan, which was one of my favorite movies of 2017. That movie's so good. Stars Matt Damon and Christian Bale. They play Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles. It's a true story of the 1966 Le Mans race in France, which is a 24-hour race, which is insane to me. I had no idea. But it's the true story of back in the 60s, Ford, the car company, you may have heard of it, tried to buy Ferrari. And Ferrari did not like that at all. And they basically insulted Henry Ford to his face, calling him fat, saying he's not Henry Ford, he is Henry Ford II. And out of just pure fury, he decides to write a blank check to Carroll Shelby, who's he was a famous racer back in the day, and he's like, build me a car, I want to beat Ferrari. And so he hires his buddy Ken Miles, who is a World War II veteran. He's English, played by Christian Bale, and he's no doubt a fantastic racer, but his issue is he doesn't get along with people. Like the first scene you see him, he throws a wrench at Matt Damon. This movie is fantastic. It's so much fun. It's like the whole time I'm thinking like this is kind of like a classic movie. It's like kind of like Top Gun, where like it's kind of over dramatic, but everything's really fun. There's a lot of good one-liners, and there's a lot of this. Oh my God, there's a lot of that. Where they're just like, something crazy happens and they're like, whoa. I love it. I love that stuff. But the performances, of course, Matt Damon and Christian Bale are great and everything. Christian Bale he's funny in this. He's, instead of, like brooding Batman or Dick Cheney or a cocaine addict, he's like a smarmy, cocksure World War II veteran who just says whatever he wants. And the best parts of these movies is he's driving his car, he's in the race, and he's just yelling at the other drivers, just like talking to himself. He's just like giving them faces and stuff. See this movie in the biggest, loudest theater you can find, because if this doesn't win sound design, I'll eat my shoes. I've said it right now. It's gonna happen. Like this movie, every time like a gear shifts or a gasket explodes, like you kind of like freak out, like whoa. After the movie, good luck driving with the speed limit. Like it was so hard for me not to just slam on the gas after this movie just gets you pumped up. It's fun to watch. It's a lot of good performances. It's a great story. I knew nothing about this story at all. All I knew is Carroll Shelby. Like he made the Ford Shelby GT. If you're a gearhead, this movie, I mean, you're gonna love it. But it doesn't really go into a lot of like the aspects of building the car for obvious reasons, because this is like it's a movie. Like you got to have a story. The weird thing about sports movies is if you know the sport, they kind of make it too simple in some scenes. There's a scene whenever Christian Bale, he's been lapped, and so they mention it 4 times within like a minute. Like you got to pass him again. You got to pass him again. Like we know what a lap is, like how to. What getting lapped is, but like they while he's racing, he's like, gotta get him one more time. It's like they stop the movie for a second just to explain what the rule is. Since this movie revolves around cars, I'm gonna give this, how many shift gears are there? There's 6, right? 5? I'm gonna say 5. I don't know cars. I drive a Honda Civic, so I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 gears. Like it's just like you're kind of like almost on the way there. This movie is so much fun to watch. The performances are great. There's not a lot to dislike about this movie unless you're just straight up you just don't care. Like you don't care about racing or sports or anything like that. But Michael's raising his hand. It's even if you don't like stuff like that, it's still a great story. It's well told. Little cheesy in some parts. But go see this movie. It's a fun movie.
Un esercito di